And that's the way we'll start it off. 6:50. The Owls with the ball in a 1-point lead.
I know there are a lot of people here hoping that that we get to use our new replay system that we have courtside on that, but not quite. We'll talk about it a little bit more as we go on. We'll talk about it during the next media timeout.
That's why I like having the Sports Information Director's Office representatives come by. They know more than I do.
We will talk about that in the next media timeout.
So the Owls guarding their 1-point lead, and obviously the running Bulldogs trying to go down low to Kendra Brown, who they listed 6'3", and again, I think she may have gotten cheated an inch or two. She looks an easy 6'4" out there. And they can't get it in.
Still doing a good job with a bit of a matchup zone here.
1 second left on the shot clock. The Owls give up a 2-point jump shot. And the shot goes to LaTroya Pope. And the running Bulldogs reestablish the lead.
Yeah, just a good job of finding a soft spot in the zone that time by Pope to get the jumper in.
Gideon up off the bench for Kennesaw State. She's at the table waiting to check in. And now there's 10 to shoot for Kennesaw State. Capellan right into the middle. Should have taken that ball right to the front of the rim.
She should have kept going with it. They didn't. Shot clock was late resetting, but it's not going to matter too much as Gardner-Webb finally will bring it into the front court.
Pass out to the wing. Nothing there. The Kennesaw State double team comes in a hurry. The interior pass and the jump shot from about 8 feet won't go. And one more time, a nice rebound by KSU.
It was a really good interior pass. Kennesaw State gets a bit lucky that the shot goes off the back heel of the iron. But Kennesaw State, a good job with the rebound to take it back the other way.
Oh, it looked like Mills wanted to pop that three and didn't. And that leaves Chelsea Farrar on the perimeter. She'll go right into the paint. The scoop on an athletically wild-looking shot. It won't go, but she's fouled. She knew it, so she threw it toward the rim.
Yeah, and it'll be a 2-shot foul for her, in fact. And Pope now picks up her second. She's been very good for Gardner-Webb here in the early going. Pope so far has picked up 4 points, but she's made their last 2 shots, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
And that'll send Farrar to the line. She's just 2 of 2 on the year, a perfect 100%, but just 2 attempts. Her first shot up and good. And with that, the score is tied, and we get substitutions for both teams here. Sumitra Gideon checks back in for Kennesaw State, and did Dominique Hudson slip back in there for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. 5:05 remaining. Kennesaw State shooting the second half of a 2-shot foul. 16 fouls for Gardner-Webb. Next one puts KSU in the situation where they get to go to the line. Each team with all their timeouts remaining. Nice looking foul motion. Both of them go.
That foul, by the way, they just announced was changed to Kendra Brown, 32 and not 23, LaTroya Pope.
Well, that's Brown's first then, so if you're scoring at home,
congratulations.
And I hope you're not. Pope only has 1, so Kennesaw State snatches the rebound, and they come the other way. The 3-point shot rattles around and goes in. Holiday with a quick pop.
That's one of those shots. If you're a coach, no, don't take that. And then when it goes in, great
brilliant
job.
Yeah. Holiday's first made shot of the game, and I think they only gave her 2 for that. Okay, finally they put the scoring. Yep, it's a 3-pointer. And right on the entry pass is Farrar, who overplayed the passing lane. So the turnover goes to Kennesaw State, and now they've got the ball back and an opportunity to perhaps expand on their largest lead of the game, which is now 4. Right in, off glass, and good. Farrar's on fire. A steal at one end, a conversion at the other. Does anything get your confidence pumping like that?
Good job by Chelsea driving in. Got her defender off of her, and she's able to drive in for the easy bucket.
25-19. Now the Owls with their largest lead of the game. It's 6. Head to shoulder fake. The Owls didn't buy it. The dump off in the middle. There's nobody even the zip code. And it's another turnover. And I think Rick Reeves has seen enough. No, he's going to get lucky here. There's the under 4-minute media timeout. He won't even have to use a timeout.
That is now 6 turnovers by Gardner-Webb to go with 7 steals. So they've done well turning it over and stealing it. Kennesaw State 10 turnovers and 3 steals. But either way for Kennesaw State, they're the ones with the 6-point lead right now.
And they're converting on the mistakes. And this is exactly what Kennesaw State's recipe for success is. They're not particularly effective in their half-court set, but where they are traditionally effective is creating turnovers and getting out in transition, and that's what's doing it. That and the fact that they're taking care of the glass at this end of the game.
Indeed they are. Let me go ahead and, since I promised this earlier,
bring it.
Let me go ahead and talk a little bit about our new replay system that we have set up here courtside. If someone can zoom in for us on the scores table across the way on the left side, just above the K in Kennesaw, our viewers will see a computer monitor that is set up there.
Next to the woman in the green shirt there at the scorer's table. Even if you can't, you might even be able to see that monitor off of that young lady's shoulder there.
That's former Lady Owl, Monique Hudson, who's sitting there. That's the monitor for the replay system that's been installed. There's a camera now that's been installed which will point basically at the game clock and shot clock so that the officials can see exactly when, if a shot, how do I want to phrase that?
Yeah, they can grab the environmental statistics relevant at the time something happens.
Yes. They can also focus on the red outline on the backboard because that's technically when 0 hits. There it is. You can see it now.
Nice
to the left of Monique Hudson there, that monitor. Dr. Daryl Pope from External Affairs is sitting next to it right now, operating it, so to speak. It's a camera that's set up above our Ace on TV cameras. Action back underway here at the Convocation Center, but basically that allows the officials to see if it was a 2-point shot or a 3-point shot. Also allows them to see if the clock had expired before a shot went off. It's been mandated now by the Atlantic Sun Conference that these go up in all conference schools.
The 3-point shot is a distant one. It won't go down. Gideon fights for the rebound. Thought she was fouled during the putback. She didn't get the call, but at the very least she was, I think, poked in the eye here. She's going to go to the ground. She was grabbing the top or her forehead or one of her eyes to begin with here, and I've had that happen before where it kind of stings for a moment. She's up on her feet, so everything looks pretty good. We got the trainer out there to take a look at her.
Yes, Combs out there checking it out. She is she's a bit dazed out there. It looks like it's not exactly a contact lens. We'll put it that way.
She may be, and again, I saw her grabbing her face, which could have been anything from the nose up, and she doesn't look happy, does she?
No, she looks in a big case of distress right now. They're going to take her straight back to the locker room area.
Elena Gray will come in for the Owls as they'll take possession of the basketball, and they turn it over on the inbounds pass. And that's a big loss for Kennesaw State to have Gideon go out.
Gideon with 8 rebounds already in the contest to go with 4 points in just 15 minutes of action.
Interior pass is a brilliant one, and holy mackerel, Winkler misses on the point-blank try, and the Owls will come the other way. And here, partner Vaitkute spending extended time on the bench. The Owls quickly back the other way. And Chelsea Farrar gets another basket. Now she's got 6, and this is turning out to be a nice night for Farrar.
8-point lead now for Kennesaw State, largest of the night, 27-19.
Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. They run the baseline. Capellan is there, but they can't help but give up the short shot. It won't go, and the punch back out. New shot clock.
Yeah, just too much height there for Gardner-Webb. Kennesaw State not able to do enough. Even if you don't, they'll get the putback for the easy bucket. But even if you don't grab the rebound, you can tip it up to someone else who has equal height that you do to be able to grab a rebound sometimes.
And a good choice there by Kennesaw State not to foul once that ball was caught down low. Kennesaw State turns it over again, and now it's the KSU turnovers that are starting to hurt a touch. The behind-the-back pass or the over-the-shoulder pass gives up a jump shot. Kennesaw State does not have the numbers, and Taylor Mills knew it, so she wisely held it up and waited for the cavalry to come.
The problem for Taylor Mills tonight, and this is something that I'm sure she's dealt with in the past against other opponents, the height that Gardner-Webb is providing right now on pretty much in every spot on the court, it's going to be really difficult for Kennesaw State, especially for Taylor Mills with her size, to be able to handle.
And that's a tenacious piece of defense there by Hudson.